I recently had my 80th birthday. I'm a late stage Parkinson's patient, so I ask your indulgence with the bobbing and weaving of my head and the tremor of my hands. More recently, I've been diagnosed as having cancer. So, that's usually an encouragement to go on with your life. Death is life's last great experience. Unfortunately, we have nobody to tell us what going through the process involves. My life has a special meaning in the timeline of American history, in that I was born at the onset of the Great Depression, and I lived through 80 years up and down experience in my country, until I reached a time where we're talking about a duplication of that great experience, the Great Depression. The cause of the Depression and the solution, which lay in the hands of human beings, not God, caused the American public to pay a terrible price. What the country was going through individually, it was not something you read about in the papers. Men with pride and dignity who had built America into the strongest nation in the world were now humiliated too, by being forced to stand on a bread line. That's the point I'm trying to make. This is what I've learned in 80 years. You repeat the mistakes of the past, you will get the results of the past. This depression was a result of all the wars. Wars that we didn't have to fight. We certainly, once we fought, we should. This was all predictable. You can't take that much money and say, we're gonna deal with all the other problems that are outside of that money. George W. He figured if somebody around him would stop him, if it were really as stupid as it seemed to be. His father had the experience. His father had to go to war against Iraq because Iraq invaded an American friend of an independent country. That's the only justification for war. If one country invades another country and tries to impose itself on the other country, then international law has the right to come in and say, no, that we don't allow. I have to accept that this is my life. I did what I thought was right. I served the country proudly in the military in 1952 to 1954, at the time of the Korean War. And now I pass the torch. So I'll be gone for a while. So take care of what I sacrificed and my generation sacrificed. And if you don't fight for it yourselves, it'll soon be taken from you. Let's pray.